got two questions. Question number one, is United States of America really a free country? Question number two, do I know the future? Let's paint a little picture. If I get into the car right now and I start driving like a real maniac, I start driving 100 miles an hour. I don't stop at any red light. I'm holding a glass of whiskey in my right hand and maybe even a joint in my left hand. I start speeding down the road. I don't let anybody and anything stop me. What's gonna happen? I know what's gonna happen. Not because I know the future, but I know that I'll get arrested because I live in a country that has laws. I'll get arrested, I'll spend the night in central booking. In the morning they'll take me up to see the judge. The judge will let me go, but that's just because we live in New York City, where Mayor de Blasio, a real, and he believes criminals should be back out there as soon as possible. But if I do not have the right to drive as fast as I want, if I do not have the right to drink whatever I want to drink while I'm driving, what kind of freedom is that? Is that even freedom? Doesn't sound like freedom to me. So why are we all out here celebrating the freedom that United States gives us? We're celebrating that United States, the boundaries of freedom in the United States are wider than every other country in the world. Or than most other countries in the world. Doesn't mean you could do whatever you want to do. And all Americans understand that. I spoke to a liberal guy last week and he was telling me about the right for anyone to marry anyone. That's what he believes in. Real freedom. And I was speaking to my fellow, a Republican guy, a conservative guy. He was telling me about the right to walk around with a weapon to protect yourself. Freedom. They both believe in freedom. We both believe in freedom. The liberal guy and the conservative guy. Everybody believes in freedom. The problem is, Mr. Conservative, you believe in the freedom to carry around the weapon in the street. But what happens if your fellow, the liberal guy, he doesn't want to walk around with the weapon. He wants to marry that weapon. That's what he wants to do. He wants to marry a weapon. Oh, now suddenly you forgot what freedom is? Huh? Freedom! Let the guy marry the damn gun! No, Mr. Conservative, Mr. Liberal. Don't think it stops by the conservative. And you too. It's okay to marry whatever I want, but I can't carry whatever I want in the street. I want to protect myself with a weapon. It's okay to marry the weapon, but it's not okay to carry the weapon. I hear people getting attacked because they support the president. Really? What kind of freedom is that? You don't support the president? That's fine. You have the freedom to get out there and say, I do not support Donald Trump. But if your buddy, your neighbor supports Donald Trump, you're attacking him for supporting Donald Trump? Guys, freedom, the real freedom, you could only really celebrate freedom when you are okay with someone else practicing his freedom when it does not match your agenda. When you're a conservative guy and you're okay with your buddy marrying a weapon, that's when you could really celebrate freedom. When you're a real liberal guy and you think that Donald Trump is not a good president, but you are okay with your neighbor putting up a big flag saying, make America great again or keep America great again, that's when you're celebrating your freedom. When you're okay with someone else expressing his freedom in something that you do not agree with. Let's all celebrate the freedom of America, but let's be real and honest. Let's celebrate real freedom. Freedom to express your freedom even if I do not agree with what you're doing. Happy Independence Day.